Hi, I'm Matt Chenard, Senior Waterfowl Programs Manager for Delta Waterfowl. We're outside Bismarck, North Dakota today to give you a quick habitat conditions report. It's the end of February here. We'll start off here in North Dakota and South Dakota, and as you can tell behind us, it's really dry here. Statewide, they say the average snowfall has been about 17 inches, which is a little less than half of what it normally is at this time of year. And last year at this time, we had 70 to 80 inches of snow across North Dakota. So as you can tell, the conditions are really dry. South Dakota is much the same. The eastern part of the state, especially the northeastern part of the state's caught some recent snowfall. And Minnesota, the eastern part of the prairie pothole region, Minnesota and Iowa have caught some snow as well. So they're in quite a bit better shape. But the heart here in North Dakota and South Dakota is really, really dry. As we go west in the U.S., out in California, Oregon, conditions out there are also fairly dry. Precipitation's a lot lower than normal for this time of year. You guys were wet, of course, last year, but this year's looking a lot drier. Hopefully, though, we have a couple more months, at least here in the prairies, to catch some more snow and conditions could improve. Out in California, though, you'll already have mallards starting to nest by now, so hopefully you'll catch some rains with these storms that are headed your way right now. For a look at Canada, we'll head to Jim Fisher.
Unlike the wet fall of 2016, 2017 was quite dry. This led to prairie ponds going quite dry leading into this winter. And since then, we've had very little snowfall through most of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. We've had almost extreme drought conditions in southwest Manitoba and up into southeastern Saskatchewan, through Regina and up close to Saskatoon, with quite dry areas through that region. East central Alberta is very dry. Southern Alberta is doing okay around Lethbridge, and then the northern part of the prairie pothole region is actually a little bit better than the very dry southern part. We've had a mixed amount of snowfall in the Great Lake provinces in Ontario and Quebec, and much of that snow has already melted due to high temperatures. Looking further east into Atlantic Canada, the southern parts of the maritime provinces are quite dry, with the northern parts looking moderate to fairly good. Over in Newfoundland, we've had really extreme temperature fluctuations and not much snow up until recently, and then more recently we had a good snowfall. And Labrador is actually looking quite wet.
Thanks, Jim. Well, as you can tell, things are pretty dry here in the prairie pothole region. But the good news is we have a couple months before ducks actively start breeding. So hopefully Mother Nature will bless us with a couple of big snowstorms and things will improve before then. Keep an eye out for the March report on Delta's website and social media.